I know you want this. I see it in your eyes. Your body is speaking to me. I understand it. Just tell me, are you ready, ready? Yeah. Just tell me, are you ready? Take it off. I wanna go in there, baby. There's a meeting in my bed. Yeah, that's right. I wanna see the freak in you. Let nobody's ever seen before. Your body's hypnotizing. Let me go in, let me go in, let me go in. Open the door, baby. I know you want this. I see it in your eyes.
I am here.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So I think we can start, all the others will come later. Okay. So welcome to the fourth episode of the breakdown. I actually can't believe it's only the fourth episode. It's like a lot has happened. Like a lot is happening. I can't believe it. Because I've got to interview my favorite artists, and now I'm interviewing I'm talking to my favorite content creators. So that's crazy. Anyway, so how you guys doing? Cindy, are you good?
I'm doing well, man. Thanks for inviting me. Oh, finally, I'm here.
I was wondering why you're hiding your
all
face.
right, how are you?
Yeah. Away.
I don't want to be seen.
Huh? You were saying?
I was saying
No,
I
I was
don't want to
asking
be
how you're
seen.
Oh,
want to
yeah.
be seen.
Okay, you know what? For more introductions, we have Liisa Monae, we have Sindi from Pinnacle Pop, and then we have Kgatlii from the Placid group. And then I don't know where Marcus and my fellow House of Soul people are, but yeah, we won't wait for them. They'll come through later. Anyway,
Yeah.
So as we're discussing today, we'll be debating for and against dating amongst each other, as peers, amongst artists and, brand, like people that work in brands and artists. We'll be talking about the line between sexual harassment and flirtation, romantic pursuits, and manipulative and predatory situations, right? So first I'm going to talk about what inspired this idea. So I'm just going to read off a post that I once saw by this other artist. So she's like, one day we need to speak about the professionalism I've experienced specifically with men in this industry. There's so much I need to talk about. Not having my talent taken seriously because some of these men just want one thing. So I've had to cut out so many people off because of that. Not feeling safe and so much more. I'll chat about it one day. Soon a lot of ladies and some men in the industry can relate, right? Okay, so that's what inspired this. So let's start off in a more calmer manner, in a more softer manner. So dating amongst each other as artists, creatives, and brand managers and whatever. What's your opinions on it? What do you think? Your own personal opinion. Okay.
No, man. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's like with anything in life, guys. If you're an engineer and you hang out with engineers, you're only gonna find, romantic interest there. So it's the same thing here. I just think that you need to be grown up about it,
Yeah.
And don't be weird. Like if you guys break up, don't be weird. So I don't think it's a problem, but I just think there's also that line of like, you need to separate that this is my business and this is my personal life, and I would say don't make it your brand. don't make your mjolo your brand ever.
Yeah.
True. I think it's also, it becomes tricky. Like, I get artists dating each other, but when you say like artist and manager, it becomes, the power relations become a bit weird.
Oh
And so
yeah.
I don't particularly like that, especially when you're dealing with men, because men are weird. And so it becomes a very tricky thing when you start dating your manager or your brand someone. Like when the person is above you, it becomes a
Okay.
bit tricky now, the dating scene, because you know you're not on an equal footing. And so I don't prefer it. It's better to just date on your level. Less
No,
of a
but
mess.
and the manager is not above an artist though. Like I think a lot
Not
of people.
necessarily, but like
Yeah.
it's still tricky because that's still, we're not artists together. You're like my manager, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't want you to cross
And I
that line.
think, yeah, and I think when it comes to a manager, that person has some kind of control over your money, who you make your money with, how you make your money, how much of it gets to you. Like, you know, managers have so much say so. I think a lot of people don't think so, but managers have so much influence on the artist, you know. They can also get you into really terrible record labels or record deals. Now you find yourself stuck to a label, but you can't release music, or, you know, it can get very weird very quickly.
yeah. So Kgatlii, do you have anything to say? You gotta say something. I mean, it's me and you.
Guys, don't.
I think his audio is off.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Can you hear me now?
yeah.
All right. I was saying I agree with them. However, I take offense, guys, because I'm like an intern artist manager. You get me? So it's
Yeah.
like, yo, you know. But I really think it really depends on the type of person you are, you know. Firstly, because I really believe in like a manager and like Kgatlii as Kgatlii, and then Kgatlii as like Kgatlii the manager are two different people. You get what I'm saying? Same thing with the artist. You know what I mean? So I don't really think it's like a good idea to like put, you know, the two in one and, you know, carry on a relationship or whatever the case may be. Yeah.
Yeah. So have you been okay? You guys want my opinion, or we should just keep it moving?
Yes, we do want your opinion.
Let's hear what you have to say.
My opinion. Well, it's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky, you know. It's really tricky because, okay, first I'm looking to see the person, and then I am Drew Amon, the artist, and then I am House of Soul, the, you know, the brand. So yeah, I think for me it depends on how you approach the person first, and like for example, like I have a crush, right? I have a crush. She's an artist, so I don't know. Like, okay, I like the person, but then I don't know if I'll ever approach the person because I might want to work with the person on music. I might want to work with the person, you know, as House of Soul. You know, it's tricky like that. So honestly, I don't know. It depends on the situation and how you guys started talking. You know, so like that's a very tricky part. You know, that's a very tricky part.
Yeah.
So actually talking about crushes, keeping it on a light note. Who's your industry crush?
Never.
Boitumelo Tula Uggs. Yo,
Huh?
In South
quality
Africa.
dog.
Yeah, in South Africa, man. I mean, I don't think they'll be stalking House of Souls YouTube to be checking that Liisa Monae said this or this. So I mean, you can say it's Marcus Harvey if you want. I mean,
I don't know
yeah.
who that is,
Ha!
but I'm happy for him.
Are you serious?
I don't know who that is.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm
Hectic.
sorry. Don't kill me.
Hectic.
Don't kill me.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, give
Cindy,
us who is it? Okay, you know what? You can give us a big clue. There has to be a big clue, or
I think
just say the name.
not in terms of look, because I like his voice. I'd say
Yeah.
Manana for now.
Oh, that guy's dope. That guy's dope. Seems like
Yeah, I like his voice a lot, so
yeah,
I'll say him.
yeah. Kgatlii?
Wait, is my audio on? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's on.
Boity dog.
Boity.
Witimelo Tulo is the most perfect human being ever. Yo,
That's basically
Hey.
everybody's crush, though.
still, dog.
Sydney,
Still.
tell a man. Probably tell a man, huh?
No, I will not name names, but what I
Ah.
will say is no, but then
A
that only
big
gives you
clue.
2 people.
Huh?
Give us the
They've
clue.
been on our cover. They've been on our cover. Done.
Oh.
Done.
Oh, we all know who
Okay,
it is,
so I'll
man.
check
Never
the-
mind. I know who it is.
Okay,
I will not speak. I will not say anything further.
okay, I will sing a song. I will sing a song and you guys should guess. Baby girl,
Okay.
baby boy, I swear it's just my exes. Na 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 na.
Yo,
Na-
that's Sishe. That's Sishe.
Sishe, who's Sishe? No,
Some
that's
other
not
girl.
SPX. Huh?
I'm so lost.
Baby boy, I swear they're just my exes.
Same, because I'm like,
You
Like the
don't
face
get
you
it,
have in us. Just give us the name. Who
guys.
is it?
The letters are SMM. SUM. I'll give you that. That's the best I can give you. They've
come
like
on.
they,
Summer Walker in South Africa. Sydney.
no.
Go back. Go back.
You are close. You are close, but very far.
Embarrassing.
Like it's like you actually have it, but yeah, you're very far.
Hi.
You have it, but it's very far.
I
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
Whoever she is. Lucky lady, because we don't know. We have no
Anyway,
clue.
anyway, okay. Since you guys didn't get it, that was like a very good example. Wow.
If it
Okay.
didn't work, it really wasn't a good example of what?
No, but
Back-
she actually got it. You know, she actually got it. She actually
But you said
got
she's far. How can she get it if she's far?
like she's just missing two what you
I
call
don't get
two
it.
letters. Two letters.
Two
You're missing two letters. Two letters.
I don't know.
I'm like stressed because who is this?
That
Who's
means you
Summer
don't
Walker?
listen to her that much, though.
Hey.
Yeah, she's an artist,
It's just,
R&B artist.
there's too many artists. There's too many artists, guys.
Too many of
In
these
South
new
Africa,
girlies are
what?
coming up. Too many of these new girlies, and I can't keep up anymore. It's
Okay,
tiring.
Yeah, okay. The reason, yeah. Remember when I was talking about how it's kind of weird. Okay, it's not weird, but it's complicated how the situation can be. So the said artist that I'm talking about, well, I had a crush on a long time ago, right? So as an artist, I started working with the same producer that she has. So yeah, so we have the same producer and all that stuff. So yeah, that's why it's kind of, you know, it can be complicated. So
It shouldn't
anyway,
be weird.
But
As
like-
long as no one is weird. If you're just normal, then it should be normal.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, I wanted to say that I don't think there's anything weird about it if, like, it's weird if you're going to orchestrate meeting her and eventually getting her. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's weird because now you're manipulating the situation.
yeah,
But I think if it just so happens that maybe you're working in the studio with her producer, she comes by, you guys chat, you hit it off. That's just life being life, you know? I don't think
Exactly.
that's weird. But if you like,
No,
her producer tells you, I'm going to see her tomorrow at 10, and you make sure at 10 you're there.
I get it.
know,
I
that's
What
get
are
it.
you doing?
I get it. Totally. Okay. So like, have any of you guys been approached by anybody maybe that's higher than you or lower than you in the same industry or by the same artist, or have you done the approaching?
Yeah.
Nothing. Nobody wants me, dog.
Keep doing what you're doing,
It's sad,
bro.
this thing.
Keep
it's
doing
sad,
what
this
you're
thing.
doing. Keep
But we
doing-
move, it's fine.
Keep doing what you're doing and you get there, you know? They'll come to you. Yeah. and talking about okay, we're going to the more serious stuff. You know, you date people who you have access to, people who you spend most of your time with, you know, people who have the same shared interests. So like, yeah, that was something that you already said and I agreed to it. So there's another part where, okay, we're in the post that Alicia Rosa said. She was like, people are weird, people are manipulative and all this, you know. So those are the kind of situations that like a lot of females go through. Have you been yourself? Have you been in such situations, or do you know anybody who's been in such a situation?
Like Lisa was saying earlier, men are weird, and it happens. You know,
Yeah.
there've been instances where you're talking to a person in like either trying to get an interview or during the interview process, and then things get weird. So
Yeah.
it's definitely happened before. And for me, I've experienced it mostly when I'm trying to do the business of it, like behind it.
Yeah.
People's managers are like, guys, the managers are so weird. Like I've had people
Manager
say
is dramatic.
we should do 1, 2, 3 before you can interview. And it's like, why? Do you know what I mean? So it does happen, and it's always so weird when it happens because you wouldn't expect that, you know. So it has definitely happened to me. And also some of the women, especially that I've worked with and interviewed, they've also had the same problem. So there's definitely a problem in the industry for sure. People trying to use their power, whatever, how wrestle you into doing, you know, work with them. So yeah.
True.
Oh, true is your answer.
No, she actually is telling the truth.
Yeah.
She actually is telling the truth. And honestly, I don't really know how we would be able to get around that, you know, just to put like an end to it. But honestly, right now it's not looking good. I won't lie.
Yeah.
It's really not looking good.
I mean, I feel like it speaks to a wider issue of just how men just don't have boundaries. Because, like what Cindy was saying with this artist that you have a crush on, if you do happen to make a song together and you make a move, that's one thing. But like if you make it a plan to be like, I'm gonna get you in the situation to flirt with you, that's another thing. It's the boundaries issue. Men don't have boundaries. They don't know when to be professional. Like, this is the line. We're being professional. We're doing professional things. Okay. Then there's a different setting, a casual setting. Maybe you can try flirt then. But men don't have that line. It's very blurred for them. And it's like, you can't do business with people who don't have boundaries.
And I think, adding to what Lisa was saying, when she was saying it's part of a wider issue, at the end of the day, the industry is a small part of society, you know. And I think what the industry reflects is a societal issue. Until we deal with it on a societal level, we're gonna have this problem continuously, you know, because it doesn't, like, and I say this as a person who's like, yes, I have Pinnacle Pop and I'm in the music industry in that way and whatever, but I'm also in corporate with like a proper 9 to 5. And you see these dynamics everywhere. Do you know what I mean? It's not just an industry thing, it's a societal thing. And I think that's something that might make it worse in the industry, is how a huge part of the industry is a boys club. Like a huge, everybody there in the top, men. Do you know what I mean? And they cover for each other. Like, a lot of people, especially when they're abusive, will cover for each other, lie for each other, pretend they don't see what's happening, enable that stuff. So if we don't deal with it on a societal level, we're still going to have it as a problem in the industry.
Do you also feel like in those kind of situations, isn't you said there is a line and some boundaries mustn't be crossed? So let's say, for example, okay, let's remove the predatory part of it, you know. Let's say the person is just genuine, you know? Let's say the person is just genuine, but okay, maybe they shouldn't be sending it via emails, you know. So is it the setting? Oh yeah, you did say it's a setting, you know. So let's say, for example, me and you right now, right? We've been chatting and shit like that. We've been chatting. Okay, now I sent you an email, a message, and I'm like, yo, dude, let's hang out. So, okay, we're working together right now, and probably we'll work even more So is that crossing a line by doing that? For example.
Personally, I don't think so, because it's like, it's not like, for me, let's say you are like, okay, let's hang out, and like the context of the hangout is less professional, right?
Yeah.
For me, I don't think it's crossing a line. I think it only becomes crossing the line if I'm like, no, or I'm not interested like that, and then you keep on doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with shooting your shot, but it's more about how you react to the person saying no to you, you know? Because some people, they'll shoot their shot, you say no, and then they don't want to work with you. They bad mouthing you, or like they are literally stopping you from achieving what you need to achieve. That's weird, you know? But just coming to a person saying, yo, man, I'm interested in you, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I also think it's the timing, because if you're asking me this and I'm in a situation where I can't say no, that's also weird. So like, now over text, it's nothing. But like, if I'm in a situation where like maybe we're about to make this huge deal, but we need to, House of Soul and Pinnacle Pop need to do it together, and you know that I can't say no, or you put it in such a way as to say, if I don't say yes to your shot, we can't work together. Yeah, obviously I'm gonna say yes now. Do you know what I mean? So it's really context specific, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Kgatlii?
I agree with Cindy, 100%, 100%.
Yeah. So what you get from here is that you must separate pleasure from business. Like you must make a clear line between.
There should just be a professional level, man.
Yeah. All right. So continuing what I was saying, I mean, do you believe in isn't it we cover artists, we cover music? Do you believe in being friends? Being friends, like nothing special, but being friends with the artists that you work with the people that you work with.
That is the best way to do business. For me personally.
Yeah.
Because I feel if you and whatever artist you're working with, if you guys are not that tight or not that close, a lot of stuff could go wrong.
Oh yeah.
A lot of stuff could go wrong. So yeah, I really think that's the best way to work with artists, and just establish like a relationship with each other. And once it's solid, then you start like getting into like a professional working environment, or even start with that from the get-go.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I agree and disagree. We can be cordial and whatever, and I think we can be friends. But I feel like at some point when you become too friendly with people, a certain expectation starts to form. Especially if, like you're saying, I'm covering you as an artist. Let's say I'm doing a review of your music or something, and we're friends. There's going to be a certain expectation you're going to have of me as the person who's covering you, because it's like, oh, that's my chummy, and whatever's going to come out is going to be. But like, what if you drop a bad project?
Sounds like the issue to me.
What if it's just bad?
Yeah.
So as much as I think, okay, being friends is cool, but I don't think it has to happen. Like, we can be cordial, we can be cool, we can be friendly, but we don't have to be friends. Like.
Yeah, I get you. Actually, I kind of had that situation because like I have a friend who's also a musician. So she kind of makes I don't even know what genre she does. Like she makes R&B rock or R&B. It's like it's very alternative, but it's kind of like I call it white girl music, So I had a situation where she asked me to post it. I'm like, you know what? She also supports me, so I'll post it. But there has to be the type of music I'll listen to, like the music I post, like the artists I post. I don't post stuff I don't like, honestly, because I feel like it's being fake if I post an artist who I don't like. If I don't like their music, I don't post it. I try to be as authentic as I can. So with her, like I didn't know how to say no. So I just told her, I gave her the guidelines. I was like, it has to be like this and like this and like this, but strictly, it must sound very R&B-ish because like that's what I am, I cover R&B. So yeah, I know those type of situations. Cindy, you want to say something?
I just wanted to say, I think what Kensani said is really how I feel about it, simply because I think the other thing is, especially when you're a publication,
Yeah.
you don't want to become friends with a lot of people sometimes, because it's gonna have a lot of people are gonna question your credibility sometimes. Like, and I say this because, like, for example, I have a friend, Leo Brennan, right?
Oh yeah.
He has an EP out, and that thing bangs. Like, I listen to it every day.
Yeah.
But the reason why I haven't covered it is just from me posting it on my stories, just from me posting it on Pinnacle Pop. People have been like, do you really like it, or is it because he's your friend? Do you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, for me, as a music journalist, as a critic, that can make my credibility questionable, because it's like, are you posting this because it's your friend or because you think it's good? Do you know? People think I'm like lying when I'm like, I listen to that EP every day. Nah, but he's your friend. Can't be. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think we have to be friends. There are people who I've clicked with and we just keep talking, and it's like, it's cool. But there are people where I'm just like, nah. So I think it's more just about trying not to force things. Because I think sometimes that's the other thing, is we work with people and then we try to become their friends so you can grow your network. But it's like, it's a little corny sometimes.
Yeah.
True, fact.
Yeah. Kgatlii, do you have anything to say?
Nah, not really.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. And I think we have 8 minutes left. So the last thing is that, do you think it's a matter of who it is? Who it is. Like, for example, if a random artist sent me a message like on House of Soul, right? Let's say it's inappropriate or they're flirting or something. I wouldn't like that. I would be like, okay, that's unprofessional. But if Elaine did it,
What are you asking?
No, I'm saying, like, for example, let's say if a random artist sent me something flirty in the DMs, like, I wouldn't like it. But like,
So your issue would only be if it's a man. Because you said if a lady did it.
If Elaine did it,
Elaine.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Elaine did it. If Elaine did it, it might, okay, you think, damn, Elaine said this. You'll be more lenient towards them, because of who they are or because of how much you revere them. So don't you think that sometimes it's a matter of who the person is?
But that's how consent works. That's literally what consent is. If I like you, I'm going to like your advances. If I don't, then I won't.
But it's
even
unprofessional.
If I do like you, your advances could come off creepy. Yeah, I can still call you out for it being unprofessional. That doesn't change the fact that it's unprofessional. But if you're arguing that the person who it is changes the fact that it's creepy, then it doesn't. I mean, even if Jake comes in your DMs on some inappropriate shit, it'll still be inappropriate. Whether you like the fact that it's Jake is the whole another matter entirely, but inappropriate is inappropriate. This thing of people saying, oh, but if the man had money, then you would like it. No, guys, let's not do that. Inappropriate is inappropriate, period. How you decide to react to the inappropriateness based on who the person is then your decision after that. But we can't now change the bar for what's inappropriate.
True.
Yeah. But also, I feel like, to a certain extent, let's take away whether or not you like the person or not. Personally, there's a whole lot less backlash for me to say, no, you're inappropriate if it's Sipo there in the back room with 10 followers.
Oh,
Things could turn out a whole lot worse for me if it's Mangmangi with 1 million followers there, because I don't know what this person's going to do. Maybe not on Instagram, maybe not on Twitter, but I don't know what they're saying about me in the boardrooms now, So I do think also that a person's influence and a person's power, I think that's why it takes so long for people to come forward when an influential person has abused them, because they have so much more muscle. So I think that's the other thing, like you're saying, though. If Elaine comes into your DMs, you might be like, this is inappropriate, but I'll just smile through it, because who knows, maybe this chat will get me somewhere. Because we know how the industry works also.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, totally. Kgatlii, do you have anything to say?
No, sir. No, sir. They said a mouthful in it.
Yeah. All right. All right. I think,
I'm saying Kgatlii's just chilling, man. He's just like,
He's
He just
vibing.
vibes.
I
He
said,
just here for the vibe.
Yo, I'm like a really chill bro, right? That's why the platform is called Placid Group, because I'm like really, really chill.
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming through. I mean, this was a very great. It was a break from the artists, but it was so great. You know, you guys coming through here. It was amazing. Thank you guys so much. Love what you guys are doing. Like, there's a reason why each one of you guys are here. I didn't just go online and just chose anybody. You know, it's because because I consume your stuff. You know, like you guys are doing really great work. So keep up the good work, and thank you so much for the communication and being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us, bro.
Thank you so much.
This was the
Great.
4th episode of The Breakdown, and peace out. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.